Hello, Pablo. This is our presentation, and this second part of the assessment process presentations. And this is we are Constanza Ojeda, Francisco Peña, who is recording, and Jorge Acuña. So this time, this is about receptive skills. So our learning objective is related to that. Students will be able to recognize the impact of technology through time in a text. So this was thought to be simple with one verb and achievable. It is simple because it has just the instruction that we need for them to understand the objective. And we use the verb recognize, which is related to receptive skills. We use the word text, that it can be either a reading text or a listening text. We can also show a video. So this can be applied in many instances if they are receptive skills. So, and also the impact of technology, because we are stating that this unit in this case is about technology and they need to learn vocabulary about that concept. Okay? And this is for the validity point because they need to understand, so that's why it's simple, one verb and achievable verb. And why? Because this unit is technology. The purpose of it is that students need to recognize, according to the curriculum, specific information from a text, and they need to learn about technology and reflect about it. So that's why we are going to use different texts that are related to technology and its impact. So this is going to be formative assessment. They need to learn, they need to know or be aware of how are they doing the process. So they can be active learners. So this is going to be feedback for learners. The validity point is that it contributes to the benefit of the students. This is the main objective of our work at the end. These are 10th graders. Okay? So we are going to apply this process for them. These are 38 students, mixed class. No special needs. So we don't have kids that are diagnosed with special needs. So they are active learners, but slow workers. So they like to participate, they like to learn, they're intelligent, but they simply work slowly. So this is important for us to consider when preparing this. But they are capable of self-regulation, they are respectful. So these are the characteristics that are important for us in order for the entire process to be meaningful. And this is going to be applied obviously in the classroom. And we have the advantage that this classroom is isolated from any noise, so it's not going to be a problem when using especially listening or videos. So that's not a problem to apply this assessment. One at the end of the text, because we need to obviously assess what they are learning from the text. Receptive skills in this case. It's either on Tuesday or on Thursday, because the same conditions, 2 mornings. So these are the best conditions possible conditions in order to be fair. Okay? Now,
well, communication in this part, we are going to tell students the objective of the assessment, show students the rubric and read it together, and let them make questions and solve doubts about the assessment, and CCQs to realize whether students understand the objective of the assessment or not. Our validity point in this case is that students have to understand the learning objective. And we have to use different strategies to be sure that the students understand that. Okay? Well, this is our rubric. The objective is students will be able to recognize the impact of technology through time in a text. So the first criteria, student identifies vocabulary about technology presented in the text. So we use the word identify because when students read or listen, in this case, listen the video or the record, they have to identify vocabulary related to the unit. In this case, of course, technology. So here we have scale from 1 to 4, and here we are going to make some comments in order to let them know what they need to improve. And the second criteria is the student distinguishes the impact of technology presented in the text. Well, in this part, we are going to assess if students understand the impact that technology has on their lives, and it is related to the learning objective because, of course, students have to recognize the impact of technology. And we are going to have 4 points, excellent, acceptable, 3 points, weak, 2 points, and 1, no evidence about that. We would like to highlight that this rubric is going to be useful in each text we are going to use to teach in this unit. Because, of course, in each text we are going to identify different type of vocabulary, and the different assessments are going to show us different types of impact that technology has on students' lives. Well, we have 3 examples of tasks we can assess in this unit. So first we have the poster session, and here students have to recognize disadvantages of technology. We can use the debate in which students are going to recognize the advantages of technology, and then we are going to use a block entry in which students are going to realize what is the impact that technology has on their lives. That's why the task is called Technology in My Life. We are going to use different tasks in order to consider the accomplishment of this learning objective. The idea is try to understand the student characteristics, and something that is really relevant for us is that we can consider the differences that the student has to each other, because our students are different, one from another student. So that's
to address diversity.
Yes, diversity. That's the word. We are going to consider diversity in this case. Well, our example of task is the poster session. Here we have the link of our video, or the video we are going to use. And students have to create a poster. So here we have the instructions. We are going to show our students. The first one, you have to write 2 disadvantages of technology that you listened in the video. And the second one, make a drawing that represents each disadvantage. And here we have the example. So, for example, cell phones can separate people, and here we have the drawing. And that's it. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation.
Yes, bye-bye.